Barnaby, a fox whose spots were less about camouflage and more about looking like he'd recently escaped a very enthusiastic paintball game, eyed the discarded jump rope with the intensity of a seasoned detective on the cusp of solving a cheese heist. Aha! He muttered, his tail twitching like a metronome set to urgent curiosity. The legendary wiggle wobble rope of destiny. Or, as the humans call it, a skipping rope. Barnaby had a flair for the dramatic, a trait he'd picked up from eavesdropping on particularly angsty squirrels. He'd been told, by a particularly gossipy badger named Bartholomew, that these human contraptions held immense power. They make humans jump, Bartholomew had whispered conspiratorially, and then, they giggle. It's a sorcery, I tell you. Barnaby, ever the pragmatist with a touch of theatrical flair, decided to investigate. He nudged the rope with his nose. Nothing. He pawed at it. Still nothing. His brow, as foxy as a brow could be, furrowed in concentration. Perhaps, he mused, it requires a certain technique. He grabbed one end of the rope in his mouth, shaking it vigorously. The other end flapped uselessly on the dry leaves. He tried to mimic the jumping motion Bartholomew had described, a rather undignified series of hops that mostly resulted in him tripping over his own paws. A crow, perched on a bare branch overhead, let out a particularly derisive caw-caw. Barnaby shot it a glare. Easy for you to say, Mr. Feathered Philosopher. You have wings. Try jumping over this while simultaneously holding it in your mouth. He finally resorted to his most cunning tactic, the aggressive tug of war with an inanimate object maneuver. He pulled and yanked, his spotted fur rippling with effort, a low growl rumbling in his chest. The rope, being a rope, remained stubbornly unjump worthy. Just then, a small human child, no older than 4, skipped into the clearing. She spotted Barnaby valiantly battling her jump rope. Her eyes widened, then a giggle bubbled up, exactly as Bartholomew had described. Barnaby froze, mid-tug. The child, still giggling, gently retrieved her rope. Silly fox, she cooed, skipping away. Barnaby watched her go, a profound realization dawning on him. It appears, he declared to the now silent crow, that some magic is best left to the experts. Or, in this case, the very small, very giggly humans. He then trotted off, perhaps to find a less perplexing, more edible mystery to solve.